I felt pretty good in there. You know, I felt like after landing some big shots, I should have been able to have some follow-ups. But you know, I learned and I assessed everything. I just used my craftiness in there. He was more poised than I thought. I thought he'd be a little bit eager. I was trying to get him to take chances. There was no holding. That was kind of interesting and nice. We both stayed on the outside. He had a great jab like we expected, and we just worked around it. You know, I let him touch me a little bit, but he touched me a lot. I landed the bigger shots, and that was the game plan the whole time. I just want to thank everybody who came out and supported, everybody who bought the pay-per-view, everybody who supports Keith Thurman and everything that I've done in my career. We're finally back. I'm looking forward to having a terrific 2022, and I just hope you guys enjoyed this show and look forward to more from your man, Keith Thurman.
Steve Gudano, Carolina Sports Director. Congratulations on a great fight. It was very entertaining. There were a couple of times you had him rocked. You know, kind of a little stakey leg a little bit. Did you? Why couldn't you get the finish? Was he just kind of recuperated a little faster than you expected?
You know, I'm going to be honest, man. I just need to get back to the killer. You know, I think I've been a little too nice to my sparring partners, and just a little too nice to my past opponents. You know, 12-round championship boxing is just that different level, you know? And the last thing you want to do is try to get somebody out of there, fall short, and not have the gas for the later rounds. And I think that what I need to do, you know, I'm good at my endurance in the ring, I'm good at my craftiness, I'm good at my movement, but I need that high intensity interval training where pretty much I need to be doing sprints, things to where once when I land a nice shot, I need to be able to rush, get back on that Mike Tyson, right? But see, we know Mike Tyson, some people say, was only a 4-round, 6-round fighter because he put so much energy in those early rounds trying to get those knockouts. So it's a double-edged sword, but I know the sports science and how to be crafty enough in boxing, and it takes a different high interval training. There's one modality from my sports nutritionist of a form of training that I've never used up to this day, and I'm going to stop neglecting that because I think that's the one thing that I'm missing when it comes to finishing off these opponents. And I do believe that once when I have that missing piece, that I can once again be at the top of this welterweight division.
Congrats again.
Keith, congratulations on an impressive victory. You've been out the ring for a while, so
raise your hand. Who's talking?
Dante's Boxing Nation by way of Aki TV.
Okay, it was the mask. I couldn't tell who was talking.
Yeah, how important was it for you to have an impressive outing due to the fact that you were out of the ring for a while?
Oh, it's definitely important, you know, but I know my skills, my talents. I know that I'm world class, and I just wanted to show that, you know, Barrios was definitely a game fighter. Him and his team prepared very well for this fight. They were very poised, way more poised than I thought the young fighter was going to be. I thought he was going to want to make a big statement. Obviously, they wanted to make a statement with being relaxed and maybe waiting for their opportunities. But, you know, once when I realized he's waiting a lot, that gives me more opportunities. It reminded me of Danny Garcia. Danny was just waiting to counter, and my movement and my stutter steps and my feints, it throws off their timing. And, you know, you think you know what it's going to be like to be in there with Keith Thurman, but once when I get moving to the left, to the right, back to the left, to the right, feint, jab, left hook, drop a few power shots, it's a little different, man. And, you know, I got him to hesitate, and, you know, it was easy for me to manipulate what I needed to do to win the rounds and be victorious tonight.
Keith Heine from BoxingScene.com. Congratulations on your win. It looked like he affected you with a body shot, maybe the 8th round. Can you take us through that sequence and let us know how you felt about it?
It was weird, man. I ain't gonna lie. Backstage, I was sitting down and I felt my body hurting with the cup. It was weird. I was like, "Ooh, you ain't gonna want to get touched there today, boy." You know, I know everybody talks about being body shots, yada yada yada. But maybe it has something to do with the weight pool. Maybe there's something going on. Maybe my liver is a little sensitive. You know, I always try not to look at it like that. I'd like to say, you know, if somebody lands a good shot, they land a good shot. And body shots are just different, you know. But it is interesting. If I breathe deeply, I can still kind of just feel awkward in that body region. Like I said, I felt tenderness before I was even touched tonight. So that one shot definitely awakened a little sensation of discomfort and pain, but it wasn't the hardest that I've ever been hit. If he was able to step in a little bit more, dig a little bit deeper, he may have been able to put me down. A lot of people who landed good body shots almost put me down, but look, they still haven't put me down, bro. You know, at the end of the day, they can't make it happen. So Pacquiao didn't do it, Mario didn't do it, and Luis Collazo didn't do it. You know, Sean Porter didn't do it. Sean's wasn't that good. I backed up because it landed, and then he rushed me, and it looked bad on TV. I know it looked bad on TV, and the commentators jumped on. I was hurt. I wasn't really hurt, but the other 3 body shots that I've taken that you guys seen on highlights, Keith Thurman was hurt. But that's what it means to be a world-class fighter. You know, it's like Phil Ivey. We got a poker face up in that ring. You know, and sometimes you can read a fighter, you can tell that he's hurt, but then that's when the true warrior spirit comes out, and we endure. And I make it through the round. I sharpen up. You know, let them take that round if the judges think that was enough to win. Otherwise, you know, we just get back into boxing and we get back to winning the fight.
Thanks for the honesty, Keith. I just wanted to ask you, moving forward, Terrence Crawford, when he was asked who he would want to fight, he has repeatedly mentioned you first, and he's obviously some free agent or whatever he is. What do you think about the possibility of making that fight as your next fight, and what do you think of the fight in general?
Well, you know, the fact that he's a free agent should make things a little bit better. Working with Bob is not fun for a lot of fighters. At the end of the day, I'm not sure. You know, you see what I'm wearing right now. You see what I'm representing. They've been asking me for a long time, where are you ranked, Keith Thurman? And I say, I don't know. One of the best fighters in the world. Who cares what rank they give me, what number they give me, what position they give me? You know, I do want to fight champions. I'm gonna be looking forward to getting in the ring with a champion. I want an opportunity to get a world title again. So if that's the best opportunity, I'll take it. You know, I always love great fights. I love making exciting fights in the welterweight division. But like I said, you see what I'm representing right now. So this might be the ladder that I'm climbing. We know that Errol Spence, Dennis Ugas, none of these fights would have manifested if Keith Thurman didn't lose to Manny Pacquiao. So there was a shift in matchups once when I fell out of championship status. So I had the WBA, I had the WBC, I relinquished the WBC. Nobody beat me for the WBC world title, you know. So those belts I want back in my possession. I do like the fight with Terrence Crawford, but we'll just have to see what opens up, what really negotiates, how stubborn we get when it comes to what kind of split there is. You know, it's just business from here on out. I do like the fight though.